40 years ago, Black communities across America had something powerful: strong neighborhood networks. From local stores to front porch conversations, these everyday traditions help to hold the community together. But today, many of those things are disappearing. Many people who grew up in Black communities 40 or 50 years ago remember neighborhoods that functioned almost like extended family. Today, life moves much more faster and communities look vastly different. 40 years ago, front porches for the South, or stoops in your more metropolitan areas, were social centers in many neighborhoods. People spent evenings sitting on the porch, talking with neighbors, watching children play, and sharing community news. This created constant interaction between neighbors. People knew who lived on the street, whose kids were who, and when something was wrong. The designs of older homes in our neighborhoods had large front porches. Sometimes you had the wraparound porches. Houses close to the sidewalk. So as people are walking by and you're sitting on the porch, you can say hello and how you doing and things of that nature. People knew each other by just those things. But today, newer suburban homes emphasize garages facing the street, larger backyards, and more privacy indoor living space. The design itself reduced casual interactions between neighbors. Many homes emphasize privacy instead of community visibility. Older generations appreciate this simple daily interaction helped build trust, safety, and accountability. My grandmother will be 90 years old this year, and she still sits on the front porch. A lot of the elders within my family who are above 80 years old, they sit out on the porch. And our elders ain't playing no games out here either. They may be older, but they still watching. They still paying attention, as they should. 40 years ago, many Black neighborhoods had locally owned corner stores and markets. These weren't just places to shop. They were community hubs where neighbors called out news and gossip. Children stopped by after school, and business owners often knew families personally. There used to be a lot of credit going on with local owners and families within the community. And children, when they came out off the bus or they came from school, they would run up to the store and get all types of different little snacks that they look forward to each and every day. Because these local stores were locally owned, money circulated within the community. In my area after slavery, the enslaved people, the freedmen at this time, were given land and they built houses and they built a community and everything was inside of this community. And I was told by the elders of this community that the dollar circulated 26 times before it left the community. But today, many of these stores have been replaced by national chains, convenience store franchises, and large supermarkets outside the neighborhood. And we know what that looks like. Many of our neighborhoods go to the corner stores. Who's running the show? I rest my case. Strong church participation. Church attendance in communities was dramatically higher in 1970s and the 1980s. The Black church also served more than just a religious space. It was also a social center, a political organizing space, a support network for families, and a place where youth programs were held. Today, many churches still play a major role, but attendance patterns have changed, especially among younger generations. And that is for so many reasons. But just to keep this short, churches back in the day, they would share information. They would, like I said, it was not only a social center, it was a political organizing space. So we were able to talk together within the church, see the needs of our communities. If we did get into politics, we wanted to hear the whole entire story from all politicians, and we wanted to see who was going to benefit our communities the most, and that's based our vote off of. Multi-generational neighborhoods. 40 years ago, many neighborhoods had multiple generations living close together, and a lot of my family still does to this day. Grandparents, parents, and children often live on the same street, in the same neighborhoods, and sometimes in the same house. This created tight knit support systems where neighbors helped raise children and families looked out for each other. You really didn't have a lot of after school daycares and the need for that because there was such, you may not get home until 5, and another family, mom may be home all day. She might have been a at-home wife, or vice versa. The man could have been home all day, and they would take turns in helping other families in the communities. That made a big impact on even the behavior of the children. But today, economic mobility, housing costs, and relocation have made this type of neighborhood structure less common. How much money we could save if you didn't have to pay for childcare costs? Anyway, moving on. Skilled trade careers within the community. This is another need that we definitely need to get back to. Many Black communities had local trade who were widely respected, not only in the Black community, but also in white communities as well. These included mechanics, we definitely still need, electricians, we definitely still need, carpenters, tailors, and barbers. We need all of these and then some. So, brothers and sisters, if you're out there and you know of a young person that's getting ready to graduate, or maybe they have finished school and they just don't know what to do, please encourage them to go into get a skill or a trade, especially in these departments, because we created a lot of this stuff. So it's only right for them to continue what so many of our ancestors did previously. Often, most young people learned through family businesses. While these skill trades still exist today, many of these community-based apprenticeships paths have declined. So you don't have where the father takes the son and they go do work, or the uncle comes, or the cousin, and you could give them a couple of dollars and they do that. And I do see a lot of kids in the summertime with their lawnmowers, which is a beautiful thing, and I try to support as much as I can. But we have to get back to taking the time for each other and to teach our children these skills. Last but not least, community accountability. In many neighborhoods decades ago, community accountability was very strong. Neighbors knew each other, looked out for local youth. If a child misbehaved, it was not unusual for a neighbor to correct them or inform their parents. This informal system created a sense of collective responsibility for the next generation. Today, neighborhoods are often more individualized, which has changed how the community interacts. And I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to be honest. I don't care if I don't know you. If you are me, if we are the same people, even I look out for anybody, just change that. I look out for anybody. But if you're from my community, I'm going to treat your child just like they're mine. Look out for them just like they're mine. But oftentimes today, you can't talk to anybody else's child without the parents getting out of hand. They don't want you talking with the children. You can see a bus getting ready to come, and the child is riding a bike in the streets, and you pull over to say, "Baby, please be careful." And the parents come outside like they ready to fight. So you can't really say anything to children anymore, especially if you're coming from a genuine place of love. We don't respect that, or most of us don't respect that anymore, which is something we need to work on. But if you, yes, you, grew up in a Black neighborhood years ago, I want to know, what do you miss most about those communities? Let me know. Was it the candy store? Was it the cookout? Was it that you knew where everybody stayed? What was it? I want to know. So please comment and let me know that in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and God willing, I will see you in the next video. May the Most High bless.